Hi, I'm Lena Miculek with Sportsman's Warehouse, and I am a professional competitive shooter of 10 years now. And I'm going to run you through what I think are the fundamentals to rifle or carbine shooting. So, we're going to start off with our foundation. Now, I'm going to talk about unsupported or standing shooting. Now, there are two main goals that I see for it. One is really fast shooting and a lot of movement, and then you have more precise and accuracy-oriented long gun shooting. Both will require different stances, so I will show you the rough ideas of both of them and kind of some key points to keep in mind when trying this out for yourself. So first we'll start off with the action, I need to shoot some shots and run over here and shoot some more shots real fast. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to keep a rather square stance. So if you're my target, I'm going to stay square to you, shoulders and hips. I'm going to take my kind of toe to heel, and then I'm going to step out and make that a little bit wider than my shoulders. Knees always stay bent because as soon as we lock a joint, whether it be our arms or our legs, we lose strength and dexterity, and that's no good. So we're going to come down because remember our goal is to be able to take off left and right, however we want to go. We're going to lower our weight a little bit, nose always over toe. So from the side, it'll be like this, not like this, here. Now we've got that down. You're going to want your weight also to always stay in your feet, in the balls of your feet. What are the balls of your feet? That's this little section right here. So pretty much your toes. It's called positive weight because there are three positions of your weight when you're just standing. You have positive, balls of your feet, neutral, flat-footed, and negative. Why we want to stay in that positive weight is because every time recoil comes, it is a motion back and slightly up. So we want to have our bodies preset for that. So a slight lean forward will help offset that direct back motion that is recoil. We're here, we're going to always have as high up as a right hand grip as possible on any gun. It is always a good idea. Support hand for me is going to come along the side and my finger is going to point at my targets because it's just another easy way of aligning my gun with my target. So I'm here. I always like to have my elbows slightly bent and not under, but out to the side. The reasoning behind that is all of my targets are going to be on a horizontal plane, just like my targets behind me here. I'm not ever transitioning up. I'm going side to side. So I have this elbow out to the side so that I can push and pull my gun with much more strength than if I drop my elbow. Because here, this is just awkward and you won't be able to have quite as quick of starts or stops. Finger runs along the side, weight forward, in the balls of my feet, in the shoulder, and then we're just gonna bring our face down to line up with the sight. For me, I never run my stock all the way down in my shoulder. If I had to have the entire butt pad in contact with my shoulder, it'd have to be all the way down here, and I would have to run my head like this. Remarkably uncomfortable, and remember our goal is to be able to run around while we do this. So we don't run around like this. We run around with our heads directly up, looking through the center of our glasses. So I'm gonna try and do that when I shoot. I try and keep my head directly up, looking through the center of my glasses, and then just bring the gun to my face. So now I'm going to talk about more accuracy or long distance rifle shooting, unsupported. My stance looks completely different. I go from this squatted, more aggressive weight forward stance to a very upright because I want to now utilize my bone structure because muscles get tired, muscles shake, muscles aren't reliable. Bone structure, it's always the same. So I'm going to keep my shoulders over my hips, over my knees, and my heels. I have a very slight shift forward because remember recoil is always a motion directly back and slightly up. So I want to offset that with my body, but I stay here. This is my long distance accuracy shooting. My support hand stretches out further. I still keep that finger pointed along the side, but all I do is stretch it out a little bit further, because the further apart my 2 points of contact are, the more stable it'll be. The closer they are together, the more wobble in the end of the muzzle you will be able to detect. So once again, very upright, shoulders over hips. We don't want to do this because this is called hanging the gun. As soon as you do this, you're trying to control everything with your back muscles. Not a great idea. So we're gonna shoulders over hips, over knees, over toes. We're gonna keep our upper body turned sideways or bladed to the target, not square. And then we're gonna present the gun up. Just like that.